Hey, hey, and welcome to another evening of fun and excitement on Star Trek Online at the Dark Mom Consortium. It's me, Mom, and I'm all by myself tonight. Nobody loves me. Darkthorn had to work today and thought he'd be home by now, but between time changes between where he is and where I am, and the fact that working a long day is tiring, I don't apologize for him. Everybody's got priorities, and Star Trek Online isn't one of them and shouldn't be. Work and life and family should be your priorities. I am, however, joined tonight by the presence of Errol, the red dog, and the occasional presence of Loki, the extremely small rental dog. So if you hear some strange noises in the background, it is the dogs who insist that, despite the fact this is a two-story, three-bedroom house, they have to be in the room with me. So, since I'm here apparently on my own tonight, I had been hoping to talk to everybody. Aww. I will invite you, Neutrino. Hang on a second, since you can't get into my instance. I've sent you an invitation. There you go. You can join me. I'm on Earth Space Dock number 5. I'm over by the bank, because that's where I tend to hang out. But I will move away from there and go, I don't know. I think I'll go over to Club 47 this evening. Have something nice and light to think about while I'm talking about one of the heavier subjects in all of Star Trek Online, the infected Manus episodes. We were doing a random the other day and chose an advanced random and got put into infected Manus, and it was not a happy night. We didn't hit the objectives. Couldn't get out of the plasma a couple of times. It was just nasty. Let me check in here with the lovely receptionist. Hi. It's Mom Party of 475. And in we go. So I'm over in the lounge over on the right-hand side, away from all that noisy dancing. Trying to find a place to sit here. My butt doesn't want to sit down. There we go. All right, now I've got a wonderful comfy chair. Tell you what, then I will change over to a quieter instance. I'm going to go over to 17 if you want to join me there, since somebody said this instance is still full. Usually when you're teamed up, it'll let you come into it. Okay, Neutrino, I'm over in instance number 17, ESD number 17. For all of you who want to join me, in Club 47. Off on the right-hand side, having a seat in the lounge. Bring your own, though. I'm not buying the rounds tonight. I just realized somebody left their drink on the little bench here. How cool is that? I love the little details we've got in the game. All right. So come on and sit down and have a seat with me, and we can talk about infected Manus. For those of you who've played Manus, it's one of the ground missions with the Borg. And it does date back a while. I'm going to change my screen here, and hopefully you'll be able to see this. Hopefully I've gotten everything set up. And we can ignore all the little ads that are popping up from Gamepedia on the side. When it gets over to you, hopefully it'll transition over in just a moment. There we go. Lovely. So as I was saying, we were talking about infected Manus, and they have a walkthrough on here, but to tell you how old this is, there's a couple things that kind of give you a clue. This was updated in Season 5 tweaks. We're in Season 14 and a half at the moment, and some of the recommended equipment includes the fractal remodulators. Yeah, do you know what a fractal remodulator is? Well, they did have them once, but now they're just frequency remodulators. Unless somebody's got some of these, I haven't seen them personally. I've seen the frequency remodulators. But it's nice. It does give you a nice walkthrough on the entire game. So it is a two-parter. There is a second infected ground mission, which is actually a little bit easier. But once again, not a great game to play as a random. Somebody has to know everything that's coming in. There's... Errol, that's enough, thank you. Sorry, that's the dog. That's the big dog. I'm sure you all heard that. So at least it does give you a nice walkthrough telling you what you need. Some of the recommended equipment are 20 large shield charges, 20 hypos. Personally, I like I'm not so big on the hypos. I don't think they're necessary, and they do take up some space. If you're running elite, they recommend having regenerators. Of course, if you want the critical regenerators, you have to be playing on elite to get the drops. I haven't seen them dropping on anything other than advanced and elite. Interestingly, it also recommends a tribble of Borg or an Eidic tribble for heals. Things have changed a bit since then. I'm sure if somebody went back through this and put down a list of recommended equipment, it would be somewhat updated. Alright, so in the general game itself, we're going to come into the opening sequence, get the mission directives, and then we're going to start running through Starbase 82. It's mostly fighting, but the thing that's difficult with these fights is that you can't walk into a room. You have got... And that's the other dog. Thank you very much. That's Loki. For those of you know who the infinitely cute Loki. Hush! Yes, hush. You. Okay, hang on one second. I'll be right back. Dogs! I was on live stream. Guys, up. Out. No, I'm going to shut this door. Okay, then we have to start barking. Thank you. Sorry about that. Real life does get in the way sometimes. And the two of them won't bark at each other until I'm on this. So I'm going to run through the ground mission on the walkthrough. I'll give you the verbatim here from Gamepedia. The ground part of the mission takes place inside Starbase 82. You'll have to progress through a long series of rooms full of Borg. The Borg will range from normal Borg drones, easier to kill, to elite tactical drones, harder to kill. As if you didn't know that. The Borg will be in groups. Do not draw attention from more than one at a time. When fighting a group of Borg, it's important to pay attention to where the Borg patrols are. You don't want a patrol walking into a fight. A good strategy after drawing aggro is to let the Borg chase you into a previous room. That way you won't get caught by surprise by a wandering patrol. Continue room to room in this fashion until you come to the mini-boss room. You will know when you're there because it's very different from all the other rooms, and looks like what you would expect to see on a Borg ship, not a starbase. The same rules apply for the mini-boss. Hit-and-run tactics are good. Retreat back so you don't have to fight them all at once. Well, while that's all well and good for a general walkthrough, there's a couple of issues with this, which is, as you're going to it, there are trigger points in this, which is unique. We haven't run into those in a lot of ground missions. If you do go to the walkthrough, let's see if I can blow this up here. I can't, of course. Oh, yes, I can. That's nice. Okay, so you can see that there's trigger points. You're going to come in here at the beam in point. You're going to come through this section here. There's some minor fighting. Then we run into this hallway. The first trigger point you can see is here at 10 feet before the entrance. Generally, when I've been playing this or I've been watching people play this, everyone camps out in this area here, well ahead of it, firing into the room to draw as many Borg up to this front edge as possible. I have seen people send in people once the first few fights have done, but the problem is that we have a couple of officers we have to rescue. There are 10 officers in this that are... Knock it off. That are one of the optionals. So you're going to come in, kill as many Borg from here as possible, because once you get into that room, you're on a time lapse. You have got to get in and save that one person and not hit the next trigger point before going on. Same thing with all these blue lines. So we've got a second one here at the halfway point of the room. And again, if everybody stays back by the couch, we're good. Once you get into the second part, you're going to have to save that one person. Having somebody, or better yet, a team assigned to get the officer and save them works better if you have 3 people focus on the Borg, have 2 focus on saving the officers. Fortunately, there's 1 officer at a time, so it's not like you're trying to race in and save 10 at once. Going through this, we're going to repeat the same idea of having a trigger point at the entrance to the room and at the halfway point. This is the trigger here as we're going into the first main Borg room that actually gets everyone. For some reason, people think the trigger is down here. It's not. It's halfway down the stairs. So the fight really needs to be held from this point at the top of the staircase and coming down. If anybody's chatting with me, I have got my live stream open on YouTube. If you're chatting with me on Twitch, I'm not seeing it. And I'm not in the game at the moment, so let me jump back to the game and see if anybody's there. Nope, you're all still being quiet. Okay, that's fine. No problems. I will jump back into my game. And we still have 2 more trigger points, so we're going to go ahead and fight through the Borg. There's 2 officers to rescue. Fight down this long hallway, and it's a descending hallway into another room. And again, we hit another trigger point. So at this one, you almost need to stay back in the Borg alcove rooms and fight before you cross this line. Otherwise, you're going to lose these 2 officers. Once you've got them and you've accomplished the optionals there, you can run down and do the same thing here. Fire from the top of the hallway. Come down, save the 2 officers, and then you're going to go into heck. Because that last sequence down here, this room, is the death knell for me. The problem is, when you're getting into this ending room, you're going to have to be jumping from surface to surface, and because a lot of the mortars shake the camera, it's sometimes very hard to focus on hitting the targets without falling into the plasma. If you fall into the plasma, stay there. If you try to respawn, you're going to respawn outside the room, and there's no way to get back in until everybody's dead and the shields over the door drop. So what they've suggested here is you're going to need 3 people to jump and 2 tanking defenders. So everybody's going to, excuse me, I jumped past one point here. There are 4 areas you have to get when you get into that big room. In each corner, you're going to have to go in and hit 3 sensors at once. The 3 people have to do it at the same time. Hence, TeamSpeak is a really good way to do that. Otherwise, hope everybody does it. Once all 3 are down, you're going to be able to finally fight the big boss. And this is a challenge again, because anytime that you get hit back, you are in a room filled with plasma. Fall into the plasma, you're going to die. There's no way around it, and as I said, once you're in there, you have to stay in there. If you try to go out, you're going to actually leave it. Fortunately, if you're near a ramp or not underneath a conduit, there's a good chance that somebody can lean over and do a cardio save on you, but you're going to fall right back in if you don't move instantly, so it may take 3 or 4 saves before you're actually out of it. If you're not a good jumper, be the person doing the tanking. If you are a good jumper, hopefully you are, Kytians and Pharasans are good on this, great. If you're doing it on normal, there are walkways so you don't have to do the jump. Of course, I didn't know that the second time I did it. Everybody's yelling at me, why aren't you taking the walkway? Why aren't you taking the walkway? I couldn't see the walkway. My settings weren't right. By the way, if you push the Borg into the plasma, they will die as well. So that's a nice little trick if you've got any kinetic energy to knock them back. So, as I said, infected Manus. I can't stand it. I really hate it. I cannot do it successfully. If anybody is game to try, so am I. I'm going to jump back into game right now. Hey, there's Sav. Hi, Sav. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, goodness. I tried to blow a kiss to Sav, and that didn't work. I will have to stand up here and do that. There we go. Appropriate greeting from a fleet admiral to another fleet admiral. There we go. But I'm not going to sit next to her. Ha 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 ha. Oh, Neutrino, there you are. Hi. I have to give hugs and kisses to Neutrino as well. There we go. All right, now I'm going to go sit down again. If we're all going to stand up, we might as well dance. So, since it's just me tonight, and I don't want to bore everybody, how about we play a mission? Anybody up for something? Besides Sompek? Unless you really want to do a Sompek full-blown and we'll go out as far as possible. Which is basically I'm going to stand behind Sav and Ed and people like that and hope that nobody kills me. I know more than a few of us have beaten the 100, and I am so impressed with that. I have done, I think it was 67 or 68 was my highest ever, and I was really happy with that. Because I go into most of these not particularly well equipped for the big fights. Well, since not a lot of people are listening. Let's see if anybody's up for a random. Oh, that's interesting. According to that, I'm still over there. Let me change this. Da, 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 da. There we go. And let's see if that changes over. Sorry, you guys didn't see me moving there. My bad. Let's see if that changes there. It will, it will. There we go. Thank you, Neutrino. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm still kind of getting the hang of running this on YouTube, talking, editing, playing with stuff, multitasking. And I see Brad is on. Brad, where are you? Well, if anybody's interested in teaming, and we'll do a random X for team. I don't know what dance that is, Sav, but it looks appropriate for wearing a skirt. When we were in Vegas, we went over to the Star Trek Online group on the last day as they were breaking apart everything, and we did the Arena of Sompek dance for them. Without the lightning effect, but did everything else. We were nice zombies. That was a great event. We are still working on getting everyone there for next year. The first volume of the Star Trek Gamer's Guide is done, with one exception. I have to add one more part to it. It's coming in at about 115 pages, and we're looking for artwork. If anybody is an artist and would like to contribute some original art that we can put in the book and put your name to it, and they can get in touch with you. Anybody who buys the book can get in touch with you, and you can say that you've gotten your stuff published. We're happy to help you. And Paul, excuse me. And Paul says hi. Hi, Paul. Sav, you're not saying I'm lame, are you? Might be true, but fine. Let's see what we can do here. I don't have any good dances. Well, we'll be Christmas or Halloween-y and do the zombie. Thank you. Now, I know this is supposed to be from Thriller, but that and the smooth... I think we've got a little bit too much Michael Jackson going on at Cryptic these days. And Pi is on. Hi, Pi. Good to see everybody on tonight. For those of you who are just getting here, yay. Never too late to join the party. Gonna send out an invitation to Darkthorn and tell him we're up and running and he's welcome to join us. Hi, Pi, how are you? Hello, Darkthorn, how are you? Oh, I'm not hearing him. He's muted. Why is he muted? Darkthorn, you're muted. You don't love us anymore? There you are. But I can't hear you. Is it a good thing that your shift changed, Pi, or is that a bad thing? Yes, I know. It's exciting when I don't say anything. Ooh! Yay! I'm glad that you can play for a few hours. You're never alone, Pi. Your girlfriend went to bed, so you're all alone? Never. Never, never, never. You're here with us. Would you like to join us for a mission? I hadn't thought about that, Sav. Aspire, are you naked? Yeah, I don't want to know if folks are naked, actually. Since we're here in the Chicago area and the weather's finally starting to turn a little bit cool, I've got on my blue jeans shirt, sweatshirt, big heavy bathrobe, and I'm about to put a 6-pound dog in my lap to stay a little bit warmer. It's getting cold. I can live without being this cold. We're all... Yes, thank you. Who cares? Just said, out of uniform is a court-martial offense. Darkthorn is having problems with his Discord. So I'm going to get off Discord since I'm the only one over there, and I'm going to go over to Skype. So bear with me for just a moment here. Darkthorn, I'm going to go over to Skype. So let's see if this is working on Skype. Can everybody hear me okay? Oh, no, that's okay, Pi. You can join us on Discord. I'm game to go back. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I can go back to Discord. Let's see if Darkthorn can get Skype to work first, though. Or better yet, let me see if I can get him.
Testing.
Testing.
Okay, it can be heard on here, so problems with Discord apparently.
Doesn't love you today. Let me make sure. Oh. Let me make sure that I can see you on OBS and that everything's working. Say something.
Testing.
Very
1, 2,
good.
3.
Yeah, that should be working. Yay.
That's very weird.
I'm catching on my fave YouTubers, so I'm not listening. Thank you, Sav. What? We're not your fave YouTubers? Pfft. Thanks. Thank you. So I was chatting all by my lonesome about infected Manus and went through the map that shows where the triplines are. Most people, when they're playing it or when they're doing the stream, don't actually show you where the triplines, and it's just there's a tripline here. Unfortunately, it is on the map in the walkthrough.
Yep.
It's a lot further back than people say it is. Yes, Sav, we use Skype.
Well, Discord's not working, so of course we're going to use Skype. Jeez.
Hi, Beardy. Wouldn't it be nice if you had a microphone and you could talk to us? We would love to hear your voice. All right, well, I have teamed with Neutrino. I'm waiting for anybody else who'd like to queue up or team up.
Well, let me get in the game, so...
Beardy. Ooh, that looks like a who cares. Who cares? Would you like to team? And do a mission with us?
Well, let me get in the game, so...
And do a mission with us? 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 And do a mission with us Oh, since I've got all of you together, which is always exciting and fun, starting this week, we're going to try and feature... Oh, I thought we'd do a random one. But starting this week, we thought we'd try and feature one KSG fleet and one... KDF, and one Fed fleet project every week. Not just ours, but in the Armada. I know that Who Cares with his Only the Best fleet isn't quite getting as much done on the colony projects. In fact, some of the projects that he'd like to. So we definitely want to help him out. We spent last week working on Order of the Batleth. So we got them to colony tier 1. Yay. So there's some work to be done, but we can do it. Sav, that is an excellent costume.
I don't even know where everybody is, damn it.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're on Earth Space Dock number 17. We're up in Club 47. Not on the dance floor. We're over in the lounge, still dancing.
Well, it's full. I can't go there.
I can team you.
Yeah, you could.
I could. Where are you there? Where are you? There you are. Jason. I have invited you to the team, Jason. There you go. Yes. I like the lounge. I like the fact that every now and then they do something fun. What do I want to answer? Oh, I'll do a little shuffle here. You know, bothering with doing Club 47, bothering with doing that little shuttle deck, shuttle bay area behind the bank. Things like that just make the game so much fun. Pi, we will wait for you. You can't go into the shuttle bay, but you can go back there and look at it. It used to be you could go in it, but that was a glitch, and they fixed that.
Yeah.
Darn it!
Of course they fixed it.
Yeah, finding the mistakes is still one of the best parts of the game. I kind of hate to tell them about things, and I hate for people to know about them, because then they find out and then they fix them. That's simply not fun. That's an interesting sound.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a nice effect. Who cares? All right, Pi, I'm going to invite you. I thought we'd just do a random. Come here. All right, see if this will keep this dog quiet for a few minutes here.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I know. You missed this when both dogs decided the only room they could be in at this point was in the office where I'm working, and it was time to bark noisily. So, Pi, if you want to join us up at Earth Space Dock number 17, we're up in the lounge, Club 47, watching Neutrino dance. Yes, indeed, they are puppies. Puppy is currently standing on me. She weighs 5 pounds, which is somewhat easier than when Big Puppy decides to stand on me because he weighs 82 pounds.
But he's a lapdog.
Yes. He is lapdog. But he's more dad's lapdog than the mom's lapdog. All right. Anybody?
Not if you ask him.
No, he knows he's a dad dog. He likes to hang out with dads. It's a guy thing. Okay, everybody ready to do a little random?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. Advanced or regular? We've got 3 big guys, and there are 4 big guys and me. Let's do an advanced and see what it does to us.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm here, too, so...
Okay, we're doing something advanced. Yes. Darkthorn's here, yes. Well, we are queued. I have no idea what this is going to be.
This better be good.
It better not be infected Manus, is all I can say. I will be extremely not happy if that comes up. Well, it's queued.
Yep.
Okay, who cares? Those are the coolest effects. I have no idea what they are, but they're very cool.
Yeah, whatever that music was coming from the lounge.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not over there. Oh, good. Old Borg disconnected. Oh, goody. I hate this ship. But if I had changed it out, I would be doing something else. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Hive Onslaught, not Borg disconnected. What am I thinking? Well, somebody's excited about this.
Who's excited?
I am.
Whee! Let's see what the plan is. Leroy Jenkins! No.
I was listening to a guy who was dealing with computer scammers. And he was trying to tell the person that his name was Leroy Jenkins, and the person just was like, okay, how do you spell that? And he's like, no, really, it's Leroy Jenkins. Yeah? And I'll shut up while we go ahead and beat up these tactical cubes.
No. Because we're going Leroy Jenkins, baby.
Ooh, none of us did well on that one.
Ow.
Yeah. I didn't save my insta-save fast enough.
I wasn't even set up for this.
Well, that's where it gets to be fun.
I was hitting Miracle Worker when it blew up.
Okay, well, that'll teach me to do whatever I didn't do. So I was noticing that on one of my KDF tunes, my keyboard reset itself. I think I mentioned this to you.
You mentioned that to me.
Yeah, and I reset it, got it working, and immediately it unset itself. In the middle of a fight.
What the hell did you do, woman?
I don't know. Oh, good. I didn't bring any repair gear with me. Good job. Good job.
Well, the only thing that broke on mine's a torpedo launcher. I don't run torpedoes on the ship, so it's kind of like...
Gonna be one of those days.
Yeah. I keep hearing you go kaboom, kaboom. Yada da 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 da. Kaboom, kaboom.
I mean, so many
down and go boom!
So many times you go into these things and you see people who are just awesome players, and I'd like to make sure that the other side of the field is represented equally well by people who are just...
So that's why you're here, huh?
Oh god, I got killed again.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you're not going to get me this time, but I'm going to send the shield bubble. Oh, you keep stripping my shields and it keeps regenerating them. Haha. Ah, the lovely little anti-proton beam barrage.
Hey.
And now comes a Klingon captain in an Odyssey. Go figure that one out. Getting himself blown up.
They're preparing to fire lance weapons.
They're preparing to fire lance weapons. I'll draw their fire. Translation, I'm going to get myself blown up. Oh, so much for keeping at least 3 players alive.
Sorry about that. I saw it.
Wasn't just you.
Yeah, I see Pi went away too. I was happy I made it that far.
I'm surprised I didn't die.
So clearly, in the not too distant future, we're going to have to do a day of...
Rebuilding your ship, yeah.
More than that, we're going to have to do a nice mission, or a day talking about decent builds.
Yeah, we really are, because...
Oh,
Destroy this.
Oh, now the queen got me.
yeah, and me, and Pi. Well, thank goodness.
But you know what? But you know what I got? You know what I got for revenge?
What did you get for
I got a Herc Swarm. Am I going to go use a Herc Swarm on that?
Yeah, of course you are.
So I'm going to fly back here and go, hello, Queen. How are you? Suck some Herc. As I strip down the shield.
Oh yeah, go for it, swarmers. Woo.
Get up, suck it up, beat that. Oh no, I've been killed. I'm eternal.
That's so much.
No, you're Herc food.
Well, that was fun.
Yep, and we gotta go scan for the Klingon.
Yep.
Devok.
Yay, Devok, you made that. I better go fix this ship now. I've got 2 EPS oh, I've got major league damage there.
What do I got here? I have a projectile launcher damage. Meh. Gee, I won't be able to fire torpedoes as well. But I don't have any torpedoes on this ship.
That's pretty good, though.
Oh.
Who did we lose? We've lost WC. We've lost Neutrino. Oh, there's Neutrino. Hi, Neutrino. Well, that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
There's WC. Ooh. Pi, I had forgotten that tune.
I'll have to go swing over to the shipyard later and repair my unused, I guess it's probe launcher now.
Yeah, if we're going to do anything else, I need to go do some repairs. So I'm going to run over there to the shipyard, which fortunately isn't far away from here. Get my equipment fixed. I'll be right back. If you guys would like to run another mission. I would say we should do the Endeavor, but ugh, it's a temporal arc. Ugh.
That's a mission in the temporal arc, though.
I know, it's not like it's something fun that we can team up on.
I think we can team up on a lot of the temporal arc stuff.
Well, WC said that one works well with my viral matrix Vesta. The VM keeps the unimatrices busy. No, no time for temporal missions. Yes, no time for temporal missions. Thank you very much. Humor.
Time?
There's no
How can you
time.
go talking about... There's no time to talk about time.
We don't have the time. All right.
Yes, somebody's look.
Go ahead.
Oh, like I was saying the other day, doesn't that look like a Guyver when he's just standing there now?
Well, yeah. Is that,
No.
is that the guy you were talking about yesterday?
That's the thing I was talking about yesterday. I was trying to figure out what I should spend some cash on. Or Lobby, I should say. I told you, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
No, that's great. Yes, Darkthorn was surprised that I knew what Guyver, or who Guyver was. What Guyver was? Is? Whatever.
Yeah, what it is, who it is, where it is.
Yeah, I know a lot of them. Common Rider, Guyver, you name it.
Okay.
Yes, I do anime.
So if I mention, say, Macross.
Yes, of course. Of course I know Macross. I actually...
Gundam.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm looking at some of my Gundams at the moment, so... Yes, I have Gundam models.
Which ones do you have? I have some too.
I actually will have to stand up and look at them, which I'm not going to do because I've got the headphones attached. Otherwise, I'll actually damage myself by standing up fast. My son has got so many of them that it's hard to think of which ones I've got that aren't his.
Let's see, I know ones I got.
Did you see Pacific Rim 2 by any chance?
I saw enough parts of it to know I didn't want to see the whole movie.
No, you don't want to see the whole movie. That's not the issue. I've got a Destiny. Let me see what else I've got here. That's my favorite one at the moment.
I have the Wing Zero Custom.
Yeah, I want to say I've got the Rose, if you remember the Rose.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's a little unusual, but I like the Rose. It's very good.
I have the Double X.
Okay.
I got a few things here and there, yeah.
Let's see. I love going to our local Japanese store and getting some of these. Okay, so anyway, if you're watching Pacific Rim 2, bad as the
Uprising.
movie is, whatever it is, in one scene about 3/4 of the way in when they're doing the big battle scene, whatever town that's in, I want to say it's in... Is it in Australia? Is that one in Sydney, or is that one in Tokyo? I want to say that one's in Sydney.
I think it might be... Yeah, it's either Sydney or Tokyo. The most of it takes place around there.
Yeah, well, at one point, the young character, who I want to call her Ray, because that's what she reminds me of, in her little homemade bot, crash lands right in front of the what is the Gundam Research Center. And in front of it, they've got a unicorn, a full-blown unicorn. You know, like 40 feet tall. It's just an awesome, cheap bit of fan service. I love it.
Well, if it was a Gundam Research Center, it's probably Tokyo then.
Yeah, it probably is, but I still want to say it was done in Sydney.
Because I believe there is a 40-foot Gundam statue in Japan somewhere.
That's the one. That's absolutely the one. It's a unicorn, all white. Well, my fellow fleetmates, are any of you up for another quick run? The enthusiasm is palpable, I can just see. You could join us, Sav. You could have done that one all by yourself, and we could have just stood back and watched you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So
Invites
instead going, hey Kool-Aid, we go, hey Sav, and Sav busts her and blows everything. Goes, oh yeah.
The sound dropped. Our sound dropped. Can you hear us?
I can
course,
hear
what?
you here.
I can hear you too, but who cares?
I'm not
that
watching the
sound
stream. I literally came home late, so I'm not even really set up for.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I've noticed that we have dropouts on Skype with the sound every now and then. We don't get it with Discord, but we couldn't hear Darkthorn at all on Discord, which is an inconvenience.
Darkthorn's not even. Discord's not even showing me active, which was weird.
Oh, I could see that you were on there.
I mean, I was on there, but nothing was lighting up, and I know I was talking, and everything was set right. I actually shut down Discord and restarted it.
Yeah, it can be fun.
Which was really weird.
There we go. We've got all four of us. I'm going to leave it to you. Do you want to do another random, or would somebody like to pick a mission? That would do. Anybody?
I'm all for random.
Well, that's one for random. Did you win, Neutrino? I see you have your gambling triple with you. Gambling device, not gambling triple.
While you do that, I'm going to queue up some dailies so I can get some.
I actually got my dailies done for the first time in weeks.
Well, I'm approximately 40k away from getting to tier 6 on most of this stuff. So it feels important I should keep going on that.
Okie doke. Let me just... I've got some repair gear here, but not very much.
I'll go buy a little bit more. You're going to need it.
Yes. I will go and buy myself some repair gear. Actually, there should be plenty in the fleet bank.
Should be.
Yes, there should be. Otherwise, I'll pick some up, and then I will queue us up for another random advanced, unless somebody comes up with something that they'd like to do. And since this weekend is basically Sompek, and not much else is going on, unless you know of anything going on.
We could do a Sompek 5 and die, but
yeah, that's no fun. I'm thinking let's get together tomorrow and do a Sompek 100.
Ooh, if we can make 100.
Yeah.
The gauntlet has been thrown. 100.
It would be fun. Let's see if there's anything in the fleet bank.
I think the highest I made was like around 60 or so.
Yeah, I made it into the 60s. Ed was saying today he made it up to 89. So that was nice and impressive.
I don't even spec anything for that, so I gotta sit down and really think about that when we do that. There'll be prep work to do with this one.
I see Neutrino's up for it. Let's just get the time. Neutrino, what part of the world are you in? Well, while he's deciding what part of the world he's in, I'm going to queue us up for another advanced random. Are you ready?
Yeah, he's in somewhere in the world. I hit accept, so.
Okay. North something. Well, that works. What do we have?
Technically, hopefully it's space, because I'm not really spec to do some groundwork yet.
Oh! ISA.
All right, here we go.
Yay. Let's see how fast we can do this one. Everyone here? Let's go.
Somebody crowd control those bastards, please.
Okay.
Ah. How do I get a freaking critical injury on my first? No.
You're not
They don't like me
supposed to
today.
die.
I wasn't trying to die. Freaking. Well, taking a shortcut.
Get them all?
Don't care. I'll get them later. They'll die some. They will die.
You will become one with the Borg.
Ah.
Never said I was great at this. I don't do this often enough to be great anymore. Great, they're being repaired.
Ah, my bad. I didn't save you guys.
All these guys up. It's very weird. I keep clicking on the transfer and I keep getting the freaking gateway.
You will become one with the Borg. Sounds very zen.
Embrace your inner boldness.
Yes.
Man, these guys love targeting me today. I will draw their fire.
It's not hurt, but Nimbus are fun too. Interesting, though, we got 2 Omegas. 2 Borg missions.
Very interesting. The Borg are getting restless tonight.
Clearly. Clearly. I wonder if anybody dressed as a Borg for Halloween. That would be a great costume.
Well, there was Bat Borg.
Well, yes, yes. Do you have Bat Borg's image someplace?
I have it on my phone. Probably got it. It's probably on that USB drive too.
I should upload all that in someday when we're bored out of our minds on the live stream. We can show everybody pictures from Star Trek.
Yes.
Well, that wasn't a bad little mission. You get a little Borg processor out of it. You get a little bit of ore out of it. Not a ton of ore. Ugh.
I'm going to beam. If you want team me to come back in, please do, because I'm probably going to have to beam out and back in, because my overflow bag's stuck again.
Your what stuck again?
Overflow bag.
Oh. I've teamed you.
Alright.
Just
So
in case
I gotta
anybody's out of the...
I gotta start switching in and out of maps.
I didn't realize I was this low on lithium. That's terrible. No, don't worry, Pi. I wasn't going to start anybody on a mission. I just wanted to make sure everybody could get back into the same scenario.
Yeah.
Loot cancel? What is loot cancel?
Very weird.
Pi made a
Oh, there.
notation / loot cancel. I don't know what that is. Oh, cool. Did you see what Pi wrote down in the notations? It was the overflow issue.
The screen back. Okay.
Yes. That is cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, I was having it with one thing the other day and fortunately forgot about it, so I didn't get all stressed out. I wish they would fix New Romulus, though. That would be very nice. Then I could go get some serious dilithium.
Wouldn't you like an Epo friend?
I just want the dilithium, thank you very much. I have my EPOs, which I do the EPO hunt. It's a relatively simple thing. But if you save up the EPOs and then trade them in on Mark's weekends, a standard EPO is 400 marks. If you trade it in on a weekend, it's 600. Yeah, show off those heal rocks, everybody. I didn't get one. Grumble, 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 grumble. So true.
You can do that mission, but
it's not a is it a mission? I thought it was just during a special time.
Nope.
Really?
Home. Last week of home.
Last week of home. Okay, fine. I can do that. I like heal rock.
And yep, hi, it worked.
Yay. So we're trying to think of some days, times to start making this a regular thing. Obviously the 11 in the morning thing works pretty well for some people, but not for everybody. And we love chatting with all of you. So if you guys can drop times and dates, times of the day and days of the week that works for you, we will try and do at least 3 live streams a week, maybe more. But we need to know what works for you.
Depending on how we feel.
Yes, and whether we like you anymore. And whether or not, to be honest, we have something interesting to talk about, much as I don't mind going in and just playing games. I would imagine you'd like to talk about more than just that. If not, well, that's fine. I will bore you all with my life.
Oh, by the way.
Yes?
Heal rock.
Thanks. Right, friend, show off.
Yep.
Which episode was it? Home?
Yeah. It was home.
Home is Gamma Quadrant?
Last Gamma Quadrant mission.
Yeah. Okay.
Pick it up and watch it be on the list.
Yeah. That obviously you guys have enjoyed that one. I really thought Victory is Life is the best thing they had done. And much better than what they've done with the Discovery stuff.
You are judging you're judging Discovery on 2 missions.
Yeah, I am. I'm hoping something better happens, but right now they're just kind of meh missions versus the whole Jem'Hadar, the Herc, the new storylines, wrapping up DS9. That was good. It was a good story. It was fun to play. They did unusual stuff. Somebody was complaining the other night that Quark's Lucky 7 isn't a great episode. And you know what? It's not a great gaming episode, but it was a well-written story, and it was really fun to do something that was just a little bit more, well, a little less the same old, same old. But it is 9:01. I do try to keep these to an hour so we don't waste your time all night long. One of my favorite shows one of my favorite shows is the Non Sequitur Show, which if you haven't watched it, do watch it. But I want to pick up a live stream from them, the replay of it, It was 6 hours long. Sometimes you need to just shut up. And yeah, the Iconian finale was excellent. Well, actually, what was it? I think the episode Midnight was another great episode with really good gameplay involved. So they do have quite a few that are really, really well done. I just think Victory is Life was pretty consistent in terms of nice writing, great effects, good missions, good enemies, good resolution, and very much in keeping with the concept of Star Trek, which is a hopeful future. And speaking of hopeful futures, I hope that we will see you all at our next broadcast. I'll put the schedule up on the website, and we will talk to you soon. So thanks very much for coming in tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you for playing the missions with us. As always, you guys are the best. Have a great night.
Now remember, heel rock.
And I'll get my heel rock. Good night.